The Fat Controller stood with the Earl in front of a group of coaches. Whiff and Stafford were also there, getting ready to couple up and take him away. Sir Ali Greedy was confused by the strange spectacle. "What are you gonna do with that ragtag lot?" he inquired. "The Earl has purchased them to run his new railway. We're taking them to their new home." "Oh, I didn't know the Fat Controller was willing to part with rolling stock." "Well, these are old coaches that have just been sitting around for a while. I'm planning on upgrading all of our coach stock as soon as possible, and I wanted to free up space," the Fat Controller explained. "Oh, I see." Greedy turned his attention to Whiff and Stafford. "Is the new line long?" "It's a decent length, yes. It's more than enough for me and Stafford to handle." "Yes, I often get quite tired on the run up to the junction," added Stafford. "Will you be getting a larger steam engine to run your passenger trains?" Greedy asked the Earl. "I was hoping to purchase at least one soon. If you have any recommendations, please, I'd be happy to hear them. I'm looking for all the help I can get." Sir Ali Greedy seemed to be pensive as he left to take the first train of the day. He wasn't looking forward to it at all. When the railways on the mainland had been nationalized, almost a decade ago, the Fat Controller had replaced all of his old coaches with newer, more awkward stock. They were longer and heavier than what had come before. More recently, a few months ago, the length of trains had been increased, and the expected speed had likewise gone up. It was all getting a little too much for Sir Ali Greedy, and the Earl's words weighed heavy on his mind. However, the Fat Controller was relying on Greedy to be the useful workhorse he had always been. "Hello, Greedy," called Winston as he stopped outside the station. "Having a good morning?" Oh yes, of course, Winston. Is something on your mind? You seem a little distracted." "Oh, just getting ready for another taxing journey." "I know. I don't know how you and Henry and James handle these heavier commuter runs. Don't overdo yourself, though. It wouldn't do to have you out of action at a time like this." Yes, well, maybe I'm in need of a more relaxing path of work in general." Winston was confused. "Whatever do you mean, Greedy?" The guard's whistle blew, and Greedy departed the station before he was able to reply to Winston. The smaller red engine was most concerned indeed. Sir Ali Greedy gathered up speed in the countryside, but his momentum was interrupted by the stop at Thomas's Junction. It was a struggle to regain speed before once again having to come to a stop at the next station. Sir Ali Greedy was already very tired as he dragged himself into Edward's Junction. Lily looked over at him. "Are you okay, Greedy? You seem to be leaking steam." "Never been better," Greedy choked. "That's a lie. You need a rest. I'm sure Henry..." "No, Lily. The Fat Controller is the Fat Controller can wait," snapped Lily. "This is a matter of your health." Greedy's tone softened as he saw the look of concern on the motherly tank engine's face. "You are right, my dear. I will pursue assistance when I get to the workstation. I have enough strength to get there." "Okay, I trust you. If I hear you press yourself after that, I'll rip you a new smoke box." "I'd be concerned if you didn't. Thank you, Lily. See you later." Sir Ali Greedy would never make it to the workstation, however. Sir Ali Greedy stumbled up Gordon's Hill, slowing down to a crawl. "Come come on, he called to the coaches. Stop rushing, they grumbled. Greedy attempted to regain the speed beyond the hill, but it wasn't meant to be. As he crossed the small road bridge, there was a loud bang. Grady's driver slammed on the brakes, the passengers went flying in their compartments, and Sir Alec Grady came to an unceremonious halt in the middle of the countryside. The guard left the train to go alert the signalman, as Greedy's crew checked him all over. "That's done it. Your safety valve has burst," his driver announced. "All this accelerating and decelerating with high speeds has slashed your boiler." "Of course," Greedy moaned. "The Fat Controller won't be happy about this." Indeed, he wasn't. James towed Greedy to the next station, where the man himself met them. "A burst safety valve? I don't know too much about steam engines, but that means you had too high a boiler pressure, which itself is a sign of too high of a workload. Have you been feeling okay recently, Greedy?" "Yes, sir, just a little bit tired." "That's a lie," interjected Winston. "He's been worn out with these longer, faster trains, sir." "Is this true, Greedy?" "Yes, sir. It's just, I take my work very seriously, you know. I thought I could adjust." "I see. Well, I think a lower workload is just what you need. But what to have you do?" The Fat Controller trailed off. "Pardon me, sir," Greedy cut in, "but I think I have a solution. I was thinking I could join the Earl's new railway. I could pull their main passenger trains. It would be shorter runs with lighter coaches at a much lower speed. It would be a perfect retirement." "A retirement? You want a retirement, Greedy?" asked the Fat Controller, astonished. "Yes, sir. I've been running on this island almost as long as this railway's been around. I've always either had a high workload or not working at all. I think a slower, more steady pace would be perfect for me now in my old age. I wouldn't want to hold back your railway." "I see. Well, you wouldn't be holding my railway back at all. But if this is what you want, I'll propose a deal to the Earl. I'm sure he'll be more than happy to get a big engine, especially if it's for a bargain." Sir Alec Greedy smiled.
The Earl was happy to purchase the big engine. He came and visited him while he was still at the works. He looked all over his new engine. Greedy was most flattered by his curiosity and his compliments. "What a remarkable engine, Charles! Truly a marvel of early century technology. It is a shame he won't be taking commuter trains anymore. I know the people would love to see him." "Well, he needs a slower life now. No sprinting like he's been doing the past couple of months," explained the Fat Controller. "Oh, he'll be more than happy with my railway. He'll be starting our new 4 times daily passenger services right up to the castle. The visitors will love the smooth ride this magnificent engine has to offer. Isn't that right, sir?" "Yes, sir. I'll be more than happy to take your trains." "Absolutely swimming!" Greedy chuckled at the Earl's demeanor. Now, Sir Alec Greedy loves the work he does for the Earl. He takes the special trains that head up straight to the castle. He is very happy and wishes to be nowhere else than with his new friends on the Earl's Estate Railway.